You're hanging out with the crew of Demon 305, and today we have the president and CEO of Children's Harbor, Tiffani Dhooge. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you for having me.
Out with us. So in this leadership series that we've been doing, we've been getting to know some really just wonderful people. Everyone is in a particular moment in their life, you know, and it's so unique to just kind of reflect on it. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to where you are today.
I was obsessed with the concept of justice. So I graduated, I was a psychology major, and I was absolutely convinced, you know, remember this is the 90s, that I was going to be an FBI profiler. That was my I wanted to be an FBI profiler. And then when I sat down with guidance, they were like, well, you're going to have to be a road cop first. I was like, whoop, that's not for me. And at the same time, my mother-in-law had toured Children's Home Society, which no longer exists in Broward County, and she had toured their shelter. And she had said, you have got to tour this place. And it was my first introduction to the concept of foster care. And within child welfare, there's a facet where you choose your specification or your focus, just like you do any other industry. And at the time, you could choose to be a case manager that worked with birth parents to ensure that they did everything they needed to do before their child was brought back into their home. And that was very intriguing to me. So I actually started entry level as a transporter and worked my way up to case management so that I could focus in that area and really work with families.
Is that in addition to everything that you have to do, is you have to create this home, this safety, this place of safety for these children who have been through hell. Like that might be one of the most difficult things about your job.
And they're all different. Every kid that comes to you it's not like you can have a cookie cutter formula or this is how we handle when a child comes to Children's Harbor. Every child is different. Every child is struggling with a different trauma or they're handling their trauma differently, and you really have to just meet them where they're at and come alongside them during this time and try to start at the beginning. You start at the very beginning and you change your approach with each child. But what remains consistent for us is that we are going to love our kids well and show them what it means to be loved well. That's where we start, meeting basic needs and just getting to know them, and little by little, earning that trust and creating a space that feels like home to them without trying to replace their home.
Of course. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. My pleasure.